Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kurhan Dash. All praises, honor, glory, love, respect, faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. Double honors to your apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching His truth and none but the truth. In the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Bashim Shah. Trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called black Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds. And what is a speckled bird? That'd be a Hebrew Israelite that look like some of the heathen nations, like for example, a Hebrew Israelite that look like a so-called white person or so-called Chinese person, etc., etc. Got some videos lined up about Esau-Amalek. Gonna play these videos. I'm gonna get into the scripture my best ability. Say whatever God say through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah, the Holy Spirit, the Kurhak Wadash. Lord willing be on me. Let's get it.
בעוטף עזה, קבוצת חוקרים שבראשם פרופסור בני חפץ גילתה בתפוחי האדמה ובעיקר בעלים של תפוחי האדמה, גם בפקעות וגם באדמה, פיפס. אבל התפוחי האדמה חקרו ובדקו.
Let me start back. I had slowed it down so you can keep up with the reading.
בעוטף עזה, קבוצת חוקרים שבראשם פרופסור בני חפץ גילתה תפוחי האדמה ובעיקר בעלים של תפוחי האדמה, גם בפקעות וגם באדמה, פיפס. אבל התפוחי האדמה חקרו ובדקו. כשאנחנו מסתכלים קצת יותר לצדדים, אנחנו לא יכולים לבוא ולומר עכשיו, אל תאכלו יותר תפוחי אדמה. כי בישראל פשוט לא כל כך מחפשים את הכימיקלים האלה באופן אקטיבי, ואם אנחנו מסתכלים על מה שקורה בעולם, באירופה, בארצות הברית, אנחנו רואים שהכימיקלים האלה נמצאים בחלק די גדול מהתוצרת החקלאית, לא אחת, ואני דווקא הייתי יותר מדואגת מתפוחי האדמה, אני דווקא הייתי דואגת מצמחים עליים, כמו למשל גוזברה או כל מיני אחרים,
נאנה,
למשל,
פטרוזיליה,
כן, זה בצל ירוק.
סלרי אולי.
כן, לגמרי.
Right, so that's an Israeli journalist describing what Israeli scientists have found on their own crops. Forever chemicals on potato leaves from the Gaza envelope, that being the Israeli term for the communities, farms and agricultural land on the Israeli side of the boundary surrounding Gaza, mainly to Gaza's north and east. Detectable amounts in most of the potatoes themselves, and a chemical pattern that the soil underneath those plants couldn't explain either. Netanyahu's Gaza war has reached the Israeli dinner table, it seems. Now, before anyone starts shouting that the research here is nonsense, let's be clear here. Nobody has matched us.
And the research is anti-Semitic. Yeah, not just nonsense, it's anti-Semitic.
Specific missile to a specific Maris Piper. There's no bomb serial number carved into a spud. The scientists didn't stand in the fields catching air samples during every single explosion, and they cannot tell us which blast dropped which chemical. But what they can say is that something unusual was sitting on those plants. The soil was already soaked in old PFAS pollution, thanks to Israel's habit of watering crops with treated sewage and using sewage-derived materials in agriculture. That was already a disgusting disaster. But the leaves, they were carrying a new mix. Heavy on shorter chain chemicals at levels the dirt underneath couldn't explain. The old mess and the new mess weren't telling the same story, in other words. Old contamination in the soil, a fresher signal on the leaves. Old poison, new poison, you might say. Israel had already damaged its environment so badly that the old pollution made it harder to spot the newer fallout piling on top. And that is quite something in itself, isn't it? And no, eating one roast potato isn't likely to make you collapse into the gravy here. The levels in the edible part were far lower than on the leaves. The study didn't test people, didn't diagnose anyone, and didn't declare the crop instantly toxic. Which isn't particularly reassuring in itself, but it needs saying. Still, PFAS showed up in nearly 4 out of 5 potatoes they did check. So, nothing to worry about, just a little chemical seasoning on your chips.
So it's not just in America. Hell, PFAS ain't just an American thing. They ain't telling you that shit. It's all over the fucking... Well, of course it's all over the world, especially when they dumping trash and shit in other parts of the world. Heck, and dumping it all in the oceans. But over in the Holy Land, come on, bruh. In my land, for you Israelites land, you so-called black Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds land, look what they doing to our land. They fucking polluting it and the goddamn... Anyway, by pride parades over there and all doing all kind of shit. Doing blood sacrifices of children over there and goddamn all kind of shit.
Means the chemical chain has now reached food grown inside Israel, while the authorities still haven't set up routine PFAS.
And you know them niggas ain't the chosen, the people, the Lord's people. Their fucking land is polluted. Shit. People getting cancer from even skin cancer because, you know, they're not equipped to to withstand that sun? Hell no. Shit.
Testing for crops or deciding what the limit of them should be. Scientists have found something, though. The system meant to decide what happens next is still staring at the wall. And frankly, it shouldn't be. So what is PFAS then, Damo? Well, PFAS stands for polyfluoroalkyl substances. They're basically a large family of synthetic chemicals that are used because they resist heat, oil, grease and water. They've been used in products like firefighting foam and non-stick coatings and waterproof fabrics, some food packaging and some industrial or military applications. Depends on the sort of PFAS we're talking about here. They're often called forever chemicals because the carbon-fluorine bonds in them that hold them together are extremely difficult to break down, so they persist for a long time in soil, in water, in food, and the human body as it happens. Now, not every PFAS behaves identically, as I just said. They have different uses for different ones, and finding PFAS does not automatically prove immediate poisoning. The concern is long-term accumulation and repeated exposure, though, with some better studied PFAS linked to effects involving cholesterol, the immune system, liver function, pregnancy, and certain cancers. And that leaves an awkward question for the man who keeps claiming that occupying more land will keep every consequence on the other side of the fence. Because this is Benjamin Netanyahu explaining how his approach is supposed to work.
And despite those who said it couldn't be done, we brought back to Israel every single hostage, every last one of them. That too, some of my critics, they don't want to be reminded of this, but they said, stop before Rafah. Make a deal. Let's get the terrorists, let's get our hostages out. We don't have to enter Rafah. We don't have to take the Philadelphia corridor. We don't have to take on Hezbollah. And for God's sake, we shouldn't take on Iran. But we didn't listen to them, and we did it. And we got them back because we put our brave soldiers, our incomparably heroic soldiers, right into their stronghold in Gaza. And they capitulated. We brought back every last hostage. And it's an achievement that I think the entire people of Israel and the entire people of the free world should be proud of. We brought them back. In Lebanon, we exploded, I don't know if to call this the beepers or the pagers. What do you use in America? Beepers. We exploded the beepers.
I remember that. Yeah.
We took out Nasrallah. We decimated Hezbollah's military machine. We prevented their...
Alright, I don't want to hear this terrorist talk anymore. Anyway, and meanwhile the land is poisoned. And the Lord getting back at these damn devils. But then our land, well, that's why one of the many reasons why the Lord's going to nuke that area. You got to cleanse that area. Cleanse it from all the fucking chemicals and all the faggot shit going on over there with these devils are doing and shit. Anyway, and all the sacrifices they doing. Let's get to this next one. Shit. How Israelis are colonizing the world.
Play solo.
Israelis aren't just settlers in Israel. They're moving and colonizing the world.
Parts of their town are being taken over.
Pushing local limits in Thailand.
Zionist territories in the north of Cyprus.
From backpacking trails in South and Southeast Asia.
Hold on, let me go back.
Israelis aren't just settlers in Israel. They're moving and colonizing the world.
Parts of their town are being taken over.
Look at these niggas. These niggas ain't moving like they ain't like the salt of the earth. These tacky dancing ass niggas.
Pushing local limits in Thailand.
Zionist territories
Goodness gracious, throw some braces on that damn teeth, nigga.
in the north of Cyprus.
From backpacking trails in South and Southeast Asia.
Shoulder a backpack and disappear into the world.
To quiet European mountain towns, you'll find Israelis.
You'll find those rats.
We've seen them take two forms. The war criminals fresh from service.
And then they go to detox in India.
And the liberals fleeing what they claim is a failing democracy.
Progetto Baita hanno contribuito ad evitare.
Yeah, so it's like they're either down. See, this ain't about Zionism. This is about both sides. The so-called, the anti-Zionist and the pro-Zionist. It's about both of these niggas. It should be. They all fucking rats.
On the surface, they couldn't seem more different. But watch how they move through the world, and you can see how Zionism produces a particular relationship to
they just talking about Zionists.
The land and other people. One that is exploitative and violent, and that is not limited.
But see, they talking about Zionists, but the whole world saying we don't want none of you niggas. We tired of all you niggas.
To Palestine.
Except for India, there's certain places they cool with them rats. Them Indian niggas, they cool with them.
Between the two, One shows us how settlers act, and the other, how they think. For decades, tens of thousands of young Israelis have been going to South and Southeast Asia every year. It's a rite of passage for recently discharged soldiers known as the Big Trip. See, when Jewish Israelis graduate from high school at 18 years old, most of them are required to serve in the occupation forces. And after spending 2 or 3 years, many Israelis take months off afterwards to backpack, party, do drugs, and find themselves.
What the fuck is this? This is how you call it find yourself? These niggas ain't damn sure ain't finding the Lord. Hell no. This is the salt of the earth, really? Shit.
India is one of the most popular destinations. So popular that Israelis have their own backpacking route, the Hummus Trail.
Places such as
They go and do some blood sacrifices on these trails.
Dharamkot, Old Manali.
Have orgy parties on these trails. Shit.
Ali, Vashisht, and Kasol have nearly half.
Go out and do some drugs on these trails and start fucking hallucinating the Messiah, the Hakshami, or whatever how they pronounce that shit. Damn, I'm gonna say Messiah. No, I forgot how they say it.
Population of Israeli nationality.
Street signs in Hebrew, cafes serving fresh falafel and shakshuka.
But shit, the Messiah or the Hamashiach. Yeah, that's Yahweh Shah, man. I don't know what the hell they call him. They Hamashiach. Shit, probably Satan, because that's what they worship anyway.
One town called Kasol has been nicknamed Little Israel. Institutions like Chabad and others have also set up shop on the trail.
He's one of a number of rabbis sent from Israel, the United States, and Canada.
Look at this nigga watching the cows poop. What the fuck? And these niggas cannot dance.
Israel.
Just sit down. God damn.
Institutions like Chabad and others have also set up shop on the trail.
He's one of a number of rabbis sent from Israel, the United States.
Yeah, look at this nigga. This nigga looking at cows like he enjoyed watching them doo-doo.
In Canada, to help young Israeli tourists traveling in this land of gods and goddesses to stay in touch with their Jewish roots.
An Israeli who runs a Jewish cultural center in one of the villages said,
But you know the strange thing about this? Now, for real. The strange thing I forgot to mention. The strange thing about this shit, how they go into India, is a retreat, a vacation, but I bet you in that same part of India, I know India is a big ass country, but pretty much they adore Hitler. These niggas adore Hitler. They got stores named after Hitler. They got ice cream with Hitler on that motherfucker. They show that shit. Oh, India. Let me see. India Hitler ice cream. Yo, there you go. Ice cream cones. There you go. Hitler. Yeah, they actually got Hitler ice cream cones. They probably still selling. Well, I don't know how rent, but ain't that some shit? Look, they got Hitler ice cream cones. For real. They got Hitler ice cream cones in India. What else they got? They got a Hitler a clothing store. I know that. Clothing store. Let me see. Yeah, they got, and that store was on I want to say mainstream. Well, yeah, it was on mainstream news. The Hitler, the brand fashion. Yeah, you got the Hitler brand fashion store, and you got one with the swastika. But I think that swastika was turned the other way around, talking about it represent peace. But whatever. Anyway, I don't care for all them damn symbols. But they got the Hitler. Hell, they got a whole bunch of Hitler stuff. They got Hitler. They got Hitler gents wear for I guess men clothes. Hitler store for men. These are a lot of niggas that like Ishmael. What are Ishmael? Damn. What's the other nigga name? I think it's is it Elam? I think Elam, the Towerhead niggas, the Allah Akbar niggas. They got Hitler store, Hitler family, Hitler, the symbol of passion. The symbol of passion. What the swastika is the symbol of passion? Passion or fashion? Well, they got stores named after Hitler. Meanwhile, the chosen ones that's been went through Holocaust, they go to India as a fucking vacation retreat. That don't make no sense. They even got books. Yeah, that's right. They got books. Let me see if they got any more books. They got books about Hitler. I should type in India Hitler connection. Fuck it. Why do Indians love Hitler? The average, and then I ain't gonna go through and read that. Hold on one sec. Hitler's hot in India. I gotta keep this phone nearby because I don't want to keep getting up. This fucking shit hurt, man. Whew. It's a pain in the ass trying to get up, sit down, all that shit. Well, anyway. Yeah, these niggas are all crazy about Hitler in India. But you got the chosen people are dwelling there in India. What's going on there? What's happening? I know there's more to it. I just ain't got time to read more or get into more about the connection with India and Hitler. You know, and Benjamin not a doo-doo. Benjamin is a doo-doo. Benjamin is a turd or whatever you want to call it. Smell like doo-doo. This nigga, he'll be, yeah, you know, he's buddies with Moody. And Moody, hey, man, it's mind-boggling. How does this work out? Anyway.
Quote, there's something in India that allows for wild freedom, like the Wild West. A sense that they can do whatever they want. Be that smoking weed, driving without a license, or making noise.
You know what I would like to do is leave a comment about that shit. Let me pause the video real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I left a comment saying, it's strange how, you know damn well they ain't gonna, well, they I guess either they'll just block this comment, but I don't know. But it says it's strange how Amalek runs to India for a vacation, but India have a big love for Hitler. Yeah, man, you figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, back to the video.
This is what they seek here, and many of them do exactly that, moving through communities across the region as though the usual rules don't apply.
और कई ऐसे cafes highlight हुए हैं जो openly Indians को entry.
Hold on, there are so many cafes which openly deny entry to Indians. Oh, so they're saying that you're not allowed in the cafe that's on your land.
Deny करते हैं.
Locals say their livelihoods are under threat from
Sri Lanka.
Israelis working on tourist visas and running businesses without permits.
Whoa, wow, so they're getting a pass for that.
Some Israeli tourists are said to leave rented motorcycles on the roadside when gas runs out. Of all foreign visitors, only
they just say fuck that shit.
Israelis have managed to build a religious center where they hold parties and celebrations.
This town is completely overrun with Israelis. I'm talking 3 to 1.
Who is this guy? Indian Jeebus? Yeah, he's Indian Jeebus. Nigga, it's Thailand here.
Ratio. Alongside reports of several businesses illegally run by Israeli citizens.
Smoking weed in hospitals, barring ties from certain businesses.
God damn, look, these are chosen people, bro. These niggas they're not classy. They are so damn trashy. They're not holy. Them niggas are shit. Moldy. Shit. They some moldy ass niggas.
There's hotels and public spaces. Wait, they've been barring Thai citizens from places in Thailand? How does that work?
Obnoxious tourists come with many passports, and towns accommodating foreign visitors exist all over the world. But with Israeli tourists, there's something else at play.
Oh yeah, they fighting the transsexuals. That's a tranny, I believe. And the dudes, they trying to get some. They ain't trying to get that nigga. They ain't no. That motherfucker ain't got no box. That motherfucker got a worm. And they getting a bit. They trying to get some worm. Trying to get some worm action, and they not paying for the worm, and so the motherfucker beat the shit out of these damn these rats, foreskin eaters.
The disregard for local law, the entitlement, the disrespect. Where does all this come from?
Satan. It comes from, well, deep inside Esau, the Satan, whatever the fuck.
Against releasing the Epstein file.
Nigga, fuck the Epstein file. This shit's tired, nigga. Like that's all they can talk about, nigga. They got anyway, and it's all Amalek. And like, what this motherfucker? What the fuck you gonna do? I just passed the bill, the passed the law to stop child sex trafficking, and this shit's still gonna continue on. And later on, you're gonna hear some shit about this nigga probably got involved in some shit. He on the Epstein list. All these niggas are fucked up.
Humanity is dying. To save it, you...
To understand the tourist, you have to understand the culture that produced them.
No, you gotta understand who created them. The Lord did. He created these nasty ass fuckers to rule the world. Don't be a sucker. Yeah, the Lord created the worst devil ever, bro. But hey, he did a good job at it. Yeah, and this devil here about to get his.
One of the most important words to understand in Israeli society is friar, usually translated as sucker.
Okay, I can't play this no more because, damn, I'm going to be talking a lot and I got other videos to get into. How much time I got? Damn, 21 minutes. Let's get to the other ones. Boy, I'm talking a lot. I can't talk too long about these damn suckers. These baby dick suckers.
It just makes our experience in Thailand so much worse, and it's really upsetting. Oh yeah, let me be the victim. We traumatized.
Oh, more of these niggas over in other countries, and they playing victim, and they're really the villains. They terrorizing the locals, fucking niggers.
Them over and over again. There have been instances where Israelis literally shit in taxis and don't want to pay for the fine. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video and always read the subtitles for you guys in case you're just listening to the audio of this video. The Israeli woman is saying, I heard that Israelis aren't really liked in Thailand, but I didn't realize just how much. Oh, why? Not until I got here. I've been in Thailand for 3 weeks, and I really think that about 80% of the Thais that I've met. The people working at stalls, waiters, hostel owners, I just feel like they hate me. Why is that?
Maybe because you're the chosen people. They hate you because you're chosen. You're the chosen ones. The Lord gave you that land to live on and piss the shit on and do drugs on and shit. For everywhere you go, the Lord gave you that land, gave you this land, gave you this land. And when I say Lord, God, I mean, God gave you this land.
I'm here with my partner. We're not even on some big trip.
Your partner is probably a lesbian bitch.
We're here for a short visit, and we're really quiet and calm, and we come in a friendly way, and so many of them just look at us with this blank face, kind of gross, and really feels like they...
Yeah, cause they know who you are. Hey man, Lord having war with these niggas. And this generation here is really being shown. Let me get this on. Shit. The Lord is whooping you niggas' asses. Especially the low-level devil Edomite nigga. Whooping y'all asses too with floods and all that shit. Heck yeah. Exodus chapter 17 verse 16. For he said, because the Lord Yahweh have sworn that the Lord Yahweh will have war with Amalek for generation to generations. And hey, it's been many generations, time by time, Lord has been war with Amalek plus Esau. But Amalek is Esau. But this generation is really being known and shown that the Lord is really whooping these niggas' asses. Oh yeah, and being exposed on who they truly are. A bunch of niggers.
Just don't want us to be in their shop. Yeah,
you probably ain't gonna buy shit anyway, but steal it. You gonna just take shit because you're chosen.
I mean, I can obviously say that this woman is totally quiet, right? A total introvert. That's why she took her camera and is just screaming into her phone somewhere outside in Thailand. Yes, please proceed, dear lady. They don't want to make us anything, they don't want to see us. Now I get that we've put them through a lot. Oh, really? Okay, I've seen a lot of signs in tons and tons of hostels and hotels about...
Hell, they got signs posted up of Amalek not allowed. Well, they'll say Israelis not allowed. Like back in the days in America, where they'll say no Negroes, no Mexicans, no dogs allowed. Yeah, no naggers, no nappy head niggers, no straight hair nigger, bean eating niggers, and no dogs. Yeah, now all of a sudden they got signs all over the world that say no Israelis allowed. Pretty much ain't nothing but some fucking Edomites. No different from the damn Edomite over here in America. Man, what the hell you want? Man, that woman here want me to cut her yard. Did you cut the hedges? Hell no, I ain't cutting no hedges, nigga. I thought they were gonna have somebody else cut them. Hold on, let me pause this video real quick. Hell no, I'm gonna cut no fucking hedges. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, man, this dude here, I just cut his yard today. He just paid me. He asked me, because he over somewhere in another part of the world. I think, I don't know, Germany. He in the military. He asked me, did you trim the bushes? I'm like, I didn't know anything about trimming no bushes. I think his wife told me they were going to get somebody else to do all that. And they had some shit that had to be pulled out, be rooted out the ground, some trees and shit. It was like a damn jungle around their house. I thought they were going to deal with all that. And shit. And then once they do that, then they'll have me do the small stuff, maintain the bushes. No, they didn't do none of that. I'm like, what the hell going on? And I ain't shit. Anyway, I don't know what's going on, bro.
Israelis caused a lot of trouble there and asking people to be quiet and respect the place in Hebrew, only in Hebrew. How can that be? This is antiseptic. So I understand that they're a bit traumatized by us.
Yeah, knowing what kind of shit y'all on, the history y'all niggas have.
You understand it, yeah? But it just makes our experience in Thailand so much worse, and it's really upsetting. Oh yeah, let me be the victim. We traumatized them over and over again. There have been instances where Israelis literally shit in taxis and don't want to pay for the fine, which is already super cheap, 500 baht or so, which is like $15. You had Israelis storming hospitals, beating up the staff, misbehaving everywhere.
Fighting transsexual prostitutes.
Traumatizing the population until they hate you. But now she says, yeah, I get that, but now my experience is getting worse. And I don't know people who've been to Thailand and felt this. I didn't. Tell me, what do you think? Because honestly, I thought I'd come back to Thailand so many times in my life, and after this month, I just don't know anymore. I wish you would know. Please never come back. It really ruined the experience for me. Okay, so she has to...
Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. If you wanna watch the rest of the video, be my guest. They go to title right here. They go to channel. I forgot to throw this up. I do that extra every now and then. Well, I try to do it as much as I can every time I jump to one video to another. Let's get to this next one.
Have you heard about this prediction market, Kalshi?
Yeah.
Garland Nixon, hanging here, standing in for the one and only Jimmy Dore. Jimmy's on vacation, and I'm here hanging out with Kurt Ben-Gvir. That's right, that man who is a paragon of sanity, a man who we all stand in reverence to.
Yeah, like the Gvir tree, that childhood book I had, the Gvir tree.
Yeah, he is actually doing good. So why don't we start off here? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do one better? Why don't we get rid of Ben-Gvir for a second? And why don't?
Wait a minute, what was that about? Ben there posted a video showing off an execution chamber where he will exterminate thousands of Palestinian hostages. Imagine if Hitler broadcast videos of his gas chambers to gloat like this. Hell, I mean, they the same fucking people as Hitler. They all Amalek. Hitler's, I'm pretty sure, is Amalek too. That's probably his granddaddy. That's your granddaddy. Yeah, that's probably that nigga's granddaddy. Shit.
Well, why don't we start off here? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do one better? Why don't we get rid of Ben-Gvir for a second? And why don't we watch a video of this guy?
אני מת להוציא מחבלים להורג. עונש מוות למחבלים.
You know?
Yeah, ain't got nothing. Hey, that's gonna be something we use for when you not accepting the mark of the beast. There'll be hangings. There're gonna be guillotines. They're gonna be firing squads, and yeah, there'll be all kind of ways they can put you to death. We pray the Lord have mercy on us.
This guy
gonna be the same motherfuckers. This baby dick sucking, foreskin eating ass nigga. This nigga right here gonna be that same motherfucker gonna be telling you Israelites to hang them. They chop their heads off, shoot them, kill them. They ain't taking our chips.
עונש מוות.
Cause them the niggas that's really orchestrating all this microchip shit. Amalek.
You know, this
New World Order shit.
guy. Well, that's it. Okay. So you may not understand that, and neither may I, but it's very, very important. And if I can ever figure out how to get this thing the hell out of here, I'll explain it. Let's go here. Ben Gvir, Itamar Ben Gvir, is posting videos showing off the execution chamber where he will exterminate thousands of Palestinian hostages.
Hitler style.
I mean,
imagine if Hitler brought
It ain't just Hitler, but who else been exterminating a lot of people? I forgot them other. Oh, there was a. Let me see. What person in the world was known to commit the most genocidal in the world? Genocide in the world. It wasn't Hitler. It was somebody else above him. Mao, the Moabite knew. And that was Stalin. And it was somebody else. King Leopold II. No, it was somebody else before all these niggas. It was somebody else. Yeah. Oh, there's 6 million Jewish. Oh shit, get the fuck out of here. What about all the citizens of Germany? Yeah, and a lot of them damn so-called Jew. Well, they Jewish. A lot of them motherfuckers wearing them Nazi suits. So get the fuck out of here. Heck yeah, a lot of them niggas wearing them Nazi suits. They were just getting rid of the goyim of their people, the cattle of their people. Hold on, what the fuck? What the hell is this shit? Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the videos of his gas chambers to go like this. So we have Itamar Ben Gvir, the guy. One thing you might know about him, he's in charge of like internal security, and so he has like masses of people who wander the street with guns, like burning down falafel stands. And some guy standing there leaning up against his car. Hey, what's going on? I'm a Palestinian. You shoot him between the eyes, burn his car, and destroy the whole community. That's this guy. And now he's like, guys, I got something really awesome. What is it? Right here's my execution chamber. Because in Israel, the only democracy.
Look like that could be his own private execution chamber. He probably got that shit at his home. Heck yeah.
In the Middle East, Kurt. Yeah. They passed a law where they have actually legalized the death penalty, but only for Palestinians. If you're a Jewish guy, you don't get it.
Especially if you don't take the chip implant.
I voted that only. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't. If you heard this, but there's some problems with the state of Israel.
You think? Yes, sir.
I don't know if they heard this or not, but they're not as good as like I maybe was taught when I was younger.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. You know, we've got a law and we've got. Well, the good news is we don't have the death penalty. Well, now we do, but you know, it depends on who. You know what? They might as well just made it random. Instead of they could have just said we have the death penalty for who? Other than Jewish people. Anybody that would really, you know, they've already got this thing called administrative detention. You know what that is? Administrative detention means only Palestinians can't do it to Jewish people. Administrative detention in Israel means at any time they want, they can grab like a Palestinian person, no charges, no nothing. They can hold them as long as they.
Hey, funny on this website. I don't know if they did put it in like, I guess, well, they ain't put it in the order on who did the most, but I guess so. Cause look, Adolf Hitler's #1. Why they put him #1? Why? Because of those fucking brats. There's like 6 million of them, and it has to be number 6. Anyway, but then these were like hundreds of millions of motherfuckers. But what about the genocide of the so-called native Indians and the so-called blacks that you call today, or the so-called Latinos you call today? What about the genocide of all them, or all of us? It's still going on today, continuing on by poisoning the water, the food, and the air we breathe. Nigga, please. What about that genocide there? Where that was damn near wiped out billions. And we keep coming back through reincarnation, but still, you killing us through billions. Shit. From the time you brought your must ass over here to America till you came over here to terrorize the Northern Kingdom, to come and snatch up the Southern Kingdom, and fucking us all over. Hey, there was billions of us getting killed. I was going to say hundreds of millions, but I'll say billions. Because it got to be billions. Yeah, fucking, goddamn. The true Israelites. And it was all orchestrated by the small hat niggers. These niggers claim to be us. Shit. What is this about? This another one? No, it's the same. This is a day ago. Oh well.
Which means a life sentence. They never have to bring him before a court. They never have to tell the person.
And there's thing we got here.
Oh yeah, I do have that video in here. I forgot. I didn't know that.
All of us. Like that thing with no habeas corpus we had from. Yeah.
Who do they think they are? The United States?
Yeah. At least we apply that to anyone, not just Palestinians, but definitely them, but not just them.
So that is democracy. If you really think about it, we're fair. Nobody has rights here. They give one group rights and nobody else gets them. Here, nobody gets them at all. So I guess that's good. Some additional commentary from the thought leaders of our greatest allies, pictured below. I guess that 38 billion we committed to send down the Israel rat hole from 2019 to 28 doesn't buy that much love from Judeo-Christian Brotherhood, the Huckabee and
that's interesting. Call them the rat hole, because they are rats.
Cruz
They
can't.
wear small hats.
That Huckabee and Cruz can't shut up. Such unappreciative sentiment from the Israeli welfare queens who have been sucking from the U.S. teat since 1948 seems oddly misplaced. Let's see what they got. There's Itamar Ben-Gvir. I think spitting at Christians is not a criminal case. Israel spitting on Christians is an old Jewish contingent.
Man. And look how you Christians spitting on Christians. Y'all, oh my goodness. Anyway.
Tradition. I remember when I was a kid, and Mom would say, I'd say, Mom, what do you want to do? It's Easter. Let's go spit on some Christian scarlet. Yay! And then we'll dance around a little.
Were you very observant as a kid growing up?
Yeah, let's spit on some Christians, throw some piss balloons and shit balloons at them. And maybe throw some hot lead at them too, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
drop some stones, and we be sitting up on the balcony, we'll just drop bricks on them from way up high like some cowards. Just drop bricks and stones on their heads.
There's also
possibly whoever gets killed by they's stones, they're a winner. No, the person who kills them with the dropping the bricks and stones kills a Christian, they're a winner.
So international law. So here's Bezalel Smotrich, another guy who's really on top of things. International law does not apply to Jews.
Well, that's clear. That's the difference. Made clear to me.
That's the difference between the chosen people and the others. And by the others, he means people who aren't people, I guess.
They're mostly cattle or goyim.
I'm a dedicated Noahide, so I'm cool. But
okay, good. You got it made.
The rest of you are going to get, hung by a guy that looks like Andy Kindler.
Well, I understand now why, in fact, that you were late. Because you were out spitting on Christians. I mean, what is this Monday afternoon? I mean, what else are you going to do but spit on Christians on a Monday afternoon? That's always good.
I'm a Shabbos spitter. They weren't allowed to spit today, so I had to go out and spit for them on Christmas.
Well, see, I don't want to be put down. I live in Maryland. It's a very liberal.
It says the sole purpose of a non-Jews is to serve Jews. They will work, they will plow, they will reap. Oh, nigga, you niggas won't be working, plowing, and if you get out, we gonna be skinning you niggas alive. We gonna be pulling your fucking facial hair off with our bare hands, with you fucking rats. And we're gonna pour some lemon juice on your ass let that shit burn, bitch. Pour some lemon juice on the areas we peeled your skin. Heck yeah. Torture you motherfuckers. Only when the kingdom is here. I ain't talking about right now, but when Yahweh shall return, we gonna be torturing these fucking faggots. Yeah, gotta say it. Shit. You niggas, y'all niggas are the Gentiles, the goyim. We gonna show you how to we gonna be putting you niggas to work.
State.
Proud motherfuckers.
And, I wouldn't want to be called a being, a racism only, just picking Christians. So I spit on everybody. I'm like, if a gay person walks by, I spit on them. White guy, he's getting spit on. Some guy with a,
You're a real secretor is what you're saying.
Exactly saying, you got to spit on everybody. It would be unfair. The sole purpose of non-Jews, according to Obadiah Yosef, chief rabbi of Israel, the sole
fucking chief rat.
Purpose of non-Jews is to serve Jews. They will work. They will plow. They will reap. We will sit like an effendi.
We will sit and goddamn molest children and drink blood.
E. That is why Gentiles were created. Man, I didn't know that. Wow, that's good stuff. Your thoughts on that, Kurt? I think that we've found a group of people here in Israel, in the Zionists, who have an interesting way of seeing the world. But you know what's really weird about that?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a religion where people say, hey, look, I'm second, that other guy's first? That's the Christian Zionist. Hey, Christian Zionist, how do you feel about the Jews? Well, everybody knows they're in first place.
Yeah, but the Christians saying that everybody can be saved, right? These niggas that shit. These niggas like, no.
Place we're in second place.
I grew up Jehovah's Witness. We didn't learn to worship Jews like that, but we didn't get involved in politics. But there's some very Muslim, because remember every time since 9/11, what was it, the MEMRI, Memory Institute, where they'd show you all the terrible things the Arabs were saying on their TV shows?
Yep.
And it turns out they were saying all the exact same kind of shit. It turns out, because that was Israeli-made memory.org, and I used to get all that. I'm like, oh, it is primitive there, primitive over there. And what people don't realize is, it's everybody over there. It ain't just the Arab ones. It turns out it's kind of a lifestyle thing, and the Arabs probably treat you a little better in many cases. I don't think they just spit on you.
Well, I'll say
walking.
This: I recently went to to a Muslim region in the world, and the people there treated me really nice. I didn't get spit on.
I should say Arab. I should say Muslim, because Arab might not be good.
Yeah.
Muslim, actually, though, because law is a reflection of you. So
yeah,
that's what my friend Hatem, he's Egyptian, but I was like, so you're saying I shouldn't be anti-Islamic?
All right, let's see what this one. What is this? I felt like a Nazi in Gaza. It looked exactly like we were actually the Nazis, and they were the Jews. Yeah.
I felt like I was driving a sports car.
Haaretz ain't gonna be the one that has the Ben Gvir takes like
All right,
that.
let's get to the next video.
Harbor Freight, built for tool people.
I just don't feel like the leaders of the Israel government are real concerned about staying within the confines of law, be it international or domestic in their case.
When they all protested in favor of prisoner by guards.
My name's Garland Nixon. I am standing in for the one and only Jimmy Dore. Israel is crocodile plan to stop Palestinian prisoners escaping. Government
like a moat?
I'm guessing. Government removes legal protections for Nile crocodiles as Ben Gvir pushes for detention compound ringed by reptiles.
Are you? Yeah. Just like alligator Alcatraz. What the? Hey man, these niggas are some fucking devils. See man, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. And you clearly see who the wicked is. And you dumbass Christians, y'all niggas are stupid. You niggas are stupid. What is this? Israel advances. Crocodile plan to stop Palestinian prisoners escaping. So they're gonna put crocodiles outside or whatever. Shit.
Wait, so they were endangered? Because why would they have legal protections? The crocodiles, they're endangered.
Well,
the government's removing their legal protections.
Let us continue. The Israeli government.
Are crocodiles even indigenous to that area? I don't know.
And stripped Nile crocodiles of protected status.
Are they?
And then it's good for the crocodiles, paving the way for
Muslim.
I guess so. Well, let's face it. They got more protected. The Palestinians didn't have protected status, but crocodiles did. So in Israel, you would be far safer to be a crocodile than a Palestinian. And now they're going to mix the two together, which is in a way that I think is going to be basically in violation of international law, paving the way for a proposal to build a detention facility for Palestinians surrounded by the reptiles. Israeli media reported. Environmental Minister Edith Stillman signed a decree on Wednesday reclassifying Nile crocodiles as a specially managed wild animal, a new legal category that allows the state to keep the animals for security purpose, according to Israeli news site Ynet. In the decree, Stillman said Israel's security forces could now keep crocodiles under specific conditions. According to Ynet, the move went against the advice of the Environment Ministry's legal advisor and environmental groups. Oh yes, Israel's real concerned about a legal advisor because they never want to violate the law. The decision follows months of pressure from National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, who in December proposed building a prison encircled by crocodiles.
Do you know how crocodiles work? And it sounds like he's not an expert on crocodiles by any means, because I know it sounds cool in a cartoonish way if you're like a mad science, like a Dr. Evil from that movie. But when you feed them, they're not always out. They're not always going to be on duty, is what I'm saying. The way maybe you think they are, unless you're going to starve them. Is that the plan?
Well, there's another side of it, and that is they're not real trainable. You know what I mean? I mean, they only do a couple things, but they do them really good. Really one, they bite. That's what they do. They bite, but they do whatever, they bite.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I don't think the crocodiles discriminate between Palestinians and Israeli guards. I mean, if one of the Israeli guards, it's kind of dark, and he walks down the wrong path and goes the wrong way, and he bumps into something in the dark, what the hell is that, a rock? It ain't a rock.
It's an expensive enclosure for crocodiles. Is all you're getting for your money. Like a crocodile zoo. I don't know. This guy Ben Gavir is really something else. I don't know. Like, people don't really seem to know who he is over here. But he's a major influence on me.
Well, you know my history in law enforcement. Why don't we start with the security evaluation? How many Palestinian prisoners have escaped? None?
No idea.
None? To my knowledge, I don't think there's
Maybe they should guard the crocodiles. Man, they guard each other.
Yeah, so they're actually, you're taking people who basically you generally have not been charged with a crime. They have been beaten and oftentimes shot and they get tortured, but you bring them in. And none of them have gotten out, and you're going to add crocodiles for, I don't know, I think it's kind of just like...
crocodiles, they're going to feed them to crocodiles.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Just straight to the point, because that's all it is. They're going to feed them crocodiles. Hell, they'll feed them to lions. They'll have lions and bears there, tigers, wolverines, and torture your ass, and you get mauled to pieces. And before that, the mauling, they probably get raped by a dog when they war dogs.
Throw their bodies.
But there's no question. Well, earlier we did this thing where he was showing his torture chamber. The crocodiles are going to be part of the torture chamber. That's what Ben Gavir, who
while they hanging, they'll release the crocodiles and tear your ass up while you hanging.
Oversees the Israeli prison service, said he was in.
Esau's a fucking nigger, bro. That's why we need the Lord, man. The world is mourning because of this fucker.
Fired by Florida.
The wicked bear fruit of people mourn.
Controversial immigration detention center dubbed Alligator Alcatraz.
What? They were inspired.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, it's like another Alligator Alcatraz. Let's get to the next video.
I saved enough to take my mom on a cruise.
Because you might be thinking, well, Nate, even if it was under the Pentagon, we would be able to see how much money we're sending them, right? Well, let me turn your attention to this. For those of you who don't know, the Pentagon has failed 8 consecutive audits in a row. Yes, it has failed every single audit it has had since 2018. The point being there is, nobody in America has any idea where any of the money is going that the Pentagon is spending.
We're going to Amalek, of course.
Because when they get audited, they just go, whoopsie, we lost the money. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today is the day where we find out if America will remain a sovereign nation or not. And no, I don't mean that sarcastically. I'm not being hyperbolic. We are literally going to find out that later today as the House is about to vote on officially the NDAA. And if you don't know what that is, it's the bill that's going to merge the American military and intelligence apparatuses with our...
Well, right now, I believe it's official. They have merged. The next video talks about it. Yeah, I remember what's her name. Damn, what that chick name? I think it's right here on this video. What is Kim Iverson? She talks about that shit. And some other people. I just rather keep the Kim Iverson. But anyway, yeah, it's official.
Greatest allies, yes, the IDF. Because, wow, that's not the most treasonous thing that's ever happened in American politics. Literally. And again, this is probably the most important thing that's ever been voted.
Hey, man, when the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, they can do what the hell they want to do. Yeah.
Put on in American Congress, at least in recent modern history. Now, I'm sure YouTube is going to suppress this video because
this is Bible prophecy. You know, the least will draw out the flock. The least to be Amalek, and he's drawing out the flock, or the America, and stirring up shit with these other nations. They're the shit starters, and they about to get shitted on in a major way. Talking about Amalek, but anyway.
Media doesn't want anyone talking about this. They want it to just slide under the radar so the American people don't pay attention to it. But I wanted to put this video out ahead of time so as many people as possible are paying attention to this because they're supposed to start voting on this in just a few hours. And everyone should be watching this in America. So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. We're going to talk about what all this means. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel. Follow us on Patreon. Grab some America First, America Only merch for the summer. Okay, we're going to jump into it. Let's talk about it. And again, I am going to cover the results of this later. I have to go in town for a little bit right after this. But if the voting hasn't started yet when I get back, I'm going to live stream this. If it's already happened, I'll put out another video later today letting us know if our country is utterly or not. And I have a bad feeling it probably will be. So let's actually talk about what this actually is.
Attempting to merge the U.S. military with the IDF to pass a law that makes it impossible to disentangle, a law that basically funnels military aid to the Israeli military from the United States without any vote. And so it's very stealthy, it's clever, it's completely evil. And there's been very little attention paid to it because the American media is 100% behind it.
No one in the future can withdraw from it, or else it would be a federal violation. How is this possible?
There's no clearer example of treason that I can think of. That is selling out your country.
So like Tucker said there, it's treason. That's exactly what this is. The great part about this is all of these congressmen are going to go on the record with this vote. And by voting on this, this will be treason. It will be sedition. And I hope they all know that. It's never going away. We're going to know who you are forever. And we're not going to forget. Now, I'll explain why this is happening, because as Tucker said there, it's very stealthy. It's very clever. And I'll explain multiple reasons for why they're doing this. But
I said earlier it was sedition. Yeah.
Let's talk about what actually happened yesterday. Now, Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna, of course, the only congressmen who seem to give a shit about anything that actually is good for America, tried to block this from going through. And then we saw yesterday, as Thomas Massie says here, unfortunately, the rule passed just now, and no debate or vote was allowed on Section 219, integration of U.S. military technology and supply chains with our greatest ally. The NDAA will receive a recorded vote tomorrow with Section 219 in it. I will vote no. Well, at least he will, because every other fucking Republican's going to vote yes. As he then says, while Americans are focused on other things, like how to make ends meet in the face of...
We got Democrats voting for this shit. Anyway.
Rapidly rising cost of living, tomorrow the House will vote to merge our military technology and supply chains with our greatest ally. Our founders would be appalled at what Congress is doing right now.
Man, they won't give a fuck. It's like, who cares? Edomites are merging together as one. And shit. So they all could be destroyed together.
It turns out, yes, they would. Doesn't say anywhere in the
I
Constitution.
didn't get to the next one. I'm going to go ahead and get to what Kim Iverson got to say.
The House went and did it. They passed the NDAA, which enshrined into law the U.S. and Israeli militaries merging together. There is some confusion on the final vote. It's really kind of unclear. It looks like Thomas Massie was the only Republican to vote no on the final passage. However, other reporting published shortly afterward, including The Guardian, states that 7 Republicans voted against the final passage, and six Democrats actually voted for it. So it was almost a completely partisan vote, where most Democrats said no to the bill. Most Republicans said yes.
Yeah, of course, they had to play them damn numbers and shit. But anyway... They're in the House. They merged together with the United States. I'm not surprised. Let the draft begin. Heck yeah, let the draft begin. And get those cattle. Let's get those goyim. Let's get them cattle and goyams herd together and get them suited and booted for this war to invade Iran. Shit. Well, the guy down here knock on my goddamn door on that bullshit. I don't know what it's gonna be like, bro. But it's about to go down. It's about to get crazy out here. And you dumbass Americans, all those red, white, and blue patriotic niggas, them crackle ass niggas, talk all this shit about this is our country, blah blah blah. Well, it ain't your country no more, clearly, nigga. Shit. Now they clearly showing you is Amalek that's running this show. Amalek running this show. But they'll say right now, at least Trump is my president. I love that. Trump is a fucking bitch. Goddamn, what the fuck he gonna do for you, dumbasses? Nothing. And now look at your country. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. They now... I fucking love it, bro. Now y'all hate all these Latinos, blacks, and Native Indians, but you ain't trying to... You'll lash out on us, but you ain't gonna lash out on your own fucking people that's fucking you over. Financially. The goddamn want to turn your kids gay as fuck. Goddamn the pedophile, man. Anyway, y'all country, America's through. Get ready for that draft, nigga.
For the bill,
especially you damn Edomite motherfuckers. But hey, Jake, Jake, y'all get ready for that draft too, cause them niggas, them small headed niggas don't give a fuck. They want to send you motherfuckers overseas. Fight they wars and die for their ass.
Democrats voted yes on it. A very small group of Republicans voted no to this. The Democrats, by the way,
who gives a fuck the number? Hell, they in it now.
Who voted no to this bill? It wasn't because we were going to merge.
They could have just merged without all this shit. Yeah, but they got to make it look official. Put on a show to say, "Hey, we're gonna vote on this." But it's all bullshit acting. These niggas are all in on that motherfucking shit. Get the fuck out of here.
militaries together with Israel. That's not what shocked them, of course. It was everything else. It was just the, they cited everything else, but they never brought up the merging with the Israeli militaries. That's something that, believe me, if Democrats were in charge, they would have baked it in there just as easily, and they would have passed it just as fast. So this is a sad, dark day. I think that all of these people that have voted yes, most of them Republicans, have proven to be traitors to the country, and I don't use that word lightly. I do think they are traitors to the country. They knew about this provision. They put it in anyway. They voted for it, knowing that it would end U.S. sovereignty. And this is, to me, the most consequential. This is the most consequential thing that has happened in the history of our government, in my opinion. This is the single most consequential thing. This is the one thing that hands over control of our nation to a foreign terrorist country. But even if it wasn't a terrorist country, just a foreign country, the founding fathers would be rolling in their graves. It's one thing to go to civil war against each other. That was obvious.
Yeah, please, them niggas be like, they don't give a fuck about. And first off, we don't know what kind of shit the founding fathers. Well, we do know. I don't want to call them founding fathers. They damn sure ain't I ain't related to them crackers. Them damn demons. Them niggas were faggots, homosexual, pedophile, Edomite niggas. And they didn't give a damn about the Bible. None of them niggas ain't give a damn about the Bible. They just put it on the front. Like like today, they use that same tactic by making it look like they're Christians. They're all about the Bible. They stand by the Bible, morals of the Bible. They ain't about the Bible at all. They're all about Satan. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And these niggas don't give a fuck about this down. Them niggas back then didn't give a fuck about this country. Hell. And look at the people that were originally living here. Oppressing the shit out of people that was originally living here in this country. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, them niggas don't rolling over their grave. No, them niggas are getting ready to be slaves when the kingdom is here. I'm talking about the so-called founding fathers. Fuck them niggas. Goddamn, they rolling over their grave. Nigga, please. Them niggas don't give a fuck. They been dreaming of a new world order to control everything. And they about close to getting this shit.
Quite shocking. It's another thing to create the Federal Reserve. I know the founding fathers didn't like, they weren't into that either. It's another thing for them to
whatever.
See, if the founding fathers were to kind of rise up today and they saw, wow, you guys have all these political parties and they weren't really in favor of that. You guys have all these taxes. They certainly didn't want that. Like, everything they fought against is now here in full force here in the United States at this point. But
that remind me, the Constitution. What about it? What about it, nigga? Shit. They look at the Bible as junk just like the Constitution is. No, the Bible ain't junk. I'm just saying they look at the Bible as worthless as the Constitution. But they know that Bible has power, though. Yeah, they know that Bible has power. The junk is the Constitution's shit. Hell, the Constitution don't really hold no weight. Hell.
I think the single most shocking thing would be, what did you idiots do? You actually handed control over our military to a foreign government? Well, that's it. You're no longer your own.
They're not idiots. They planned this shit. Actually, the Lord made these niggas do it.
Own country. That's the end. I mean, you could be at each other's throat, fighting in civil wars against one another. You could be arguing all day about trans rights, abortion rights, about January 6th. You idiots could be arguing about anything. Fine, okay, but at least you're still your own country. But when you act...
Oh, she talking about citizens. Talking about Edomite citizens. White men fight back. Yeah. Y'all fucking idiots. Look, y'all niggas just ain't doing shit, sitting on your ass, drinking past blue ribbon, smoking some Marlboros, and dreaming about what you gonna do to Jake. You gonna either rape Jake or kill Jake or murder Jake, torture Jake, thinking all kind of shit. But it ain't never crossed your mind that your precious country is being taken away by small hat niggas. The people that's the same flock, the same stock of people, but they're more divine. Supposedly they're more holier. But y'all not going after them motherfuckers. Your own damn people.
Actually hand over your military power to a foreign government, you are no longer sovereign. That is the end. There's no coming back from that.
The main people that control your banks, so they fuck your ass over. Man.
Total and complete idiocy. I mean, it's beyond that. It's treason. It's full-blown treason. What were these idiots thinking? This is the beginning of the end. It is, again, you could argue all day. Well,
hey, I love it. I fucking love it. Well, she might be acting like she might be like mad this is happening. Me, I'm fucking happy. I'm lit. I love this. I love it.
No, it was when we allowed, Citizens United and all the money to flood into our political system, and AIPAC was able to grasp control of all of our politicians and the Epstein files, and they were able to blackmail our politicians. That stuff's all bad enough, too. That's all really bad. And that certainly showed a level of takeover and infiltration from a foreign government, for sure. They had infiltrated us, they had blackmailed us, they had brainwashed us, they had bribed us, right? They'd done all of these things, but we didn't enshrine into law them actually having power over our military. And once you lose control over the military, you've lost it. That's it. That is the one thing that keeps you sovereign. That's the one thing that keeps you sovereign. That's actually why so many people who are defenders of the Second Amendment want their guns. Because once you allow
they take their guns because that's the only way they're going to defend themselves from oppression.
Government to take your guns, what happens? You're no longer really truly independent. Your government.
Hell, you're gonna see when they put on that new world order that AI go full throttle on your ass. You're gonna be absolutely crazy. They're gonna be sending drones out to your ass, air drones, land drones, humanoid robot, all kind of shit. They bring bee drones to your ass and latch onto your ass and blow up. And I said bees, like buzzing bees. Yeah, they'll bring insect drones to your ass, swarms of them.
Knows that you can't rise up against them. Now, some will argue, well, that's dumb to think you could rise up against your government anyway. No, it isn't. People do it all the time. In fact, hello, founding of the nation. That's exactly what
the nation of raping your ass. Yeah, they raped the shit out of Gad and Reuben. Fuck all that shit. This place deserves it. Getting you proud ass Americans deserve it too. And you shouldn't. Well, I don't know. She a Edomite or not, but shit, like I give a fuck. But anyway, all you people that proud and love this damn country, now y'all getting a rude awakening, nigga. And y'all deserve it. And all they need left is nuclear destruction. Let's get to the last video. Everything all the videos I'm playing is all in a certain order of like dates. Like one was like 5 days ago, this one 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, and this one's 2 hours ago. Let's get to this last one.
Unlike some places, hidden fees are never a worry with Gas South.
Goodness fucking gracious.
And Yellow Weiss, the man
is fucking gracious on that. What the fuck? That bitch. Yeah, eyeball about to pop out of her face.
Israeli settlement.
Got some demons on
her. Leader.
She was a demon.
Seen at a march to Gaza. A ton of Israeli settlers marched all the way to Gaza to call for the establishment of Jewish settlements across Gaza. And she's being videotaped here. Obviously, it's in Hebrew. And she states, they ask what will happen to the Arabs in Gaza. There will be no Arabs in Gaza unequivocally. So of course, wherever she is, more evil has to be placed, including, of course, Bezalel Smotrich, the Israeli finance minister, and Ben Gvir. Now, I want to say this, and if you have, I know a lot of my followers probably don't have pro-Israel friends, but if you know anybody that's a staunch Zionist, evangelical Zionist that also hates immigration and hates brown people or hates Muslims in white countries, doesn't want Muslims in Europe, then please show them this video, because you might be wondering, okay, well, I'm a proud Zionist, and I hate those.
Or what about you're a proud Christian and these niggas that hate your ass?
Dirty Muslims, but I don't want them in my country, but I support Israel. Well, what do the Israelis have to say when they start calling for the total annihilation of Palestinians and the ethnic cleansing of them from Gaza and the West Bank? Where do Israelis want to send them? Well, let's listen to what this Israeli has to say about where they should be sent.
Alligator Alcatraz? Yeah, or was it, yeah. Or either there's a shit.
Very proud.
And what about you? Obviously, one-state solution only.
I want them to know that there is a big future for them in Europe.
There's a big future for them in Europe. Now, this is just one video. Did I show you guys?
These niggas about to get fucked up. They in a rude awakening because the Lord, hey man, the Lord it ain't just Israel, but hey, the Lord is gonna have these heathens come against these motherfuckers hard. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of wig split. Them little beanies ain't gonna protect their skulls when they get split. Fuck no, them bitches ain't hard hats. Hell, All them all niggas gonna go crazy on these damn baby dick suckers, man. But hey, Jake is gonna go crazy on all you motherfuckers.
As I definitely did in a previous
video. You got Jake gonna get them powers.
Video of Ben Gavir where he's chanting.
But I'm just imagining the shit they gonna be going. Boy, they gonna get their ass. They gonna get the flow mopped off these motherfuckers. When them Arab motherfuckers go, or them Allah, I don't know what the fuck you call them. Ishmael, Elam, start going crazy on these niggas.
In concert chanting with a group of IDF soldiers, and they're stating about how proud they are that Mohammed is the #1 baby name in the United Kingdom, and they want more Mohammeds in Europe. Okay, let me actually go and show you guys that video, because a lot of people saw that and they were pretty shocked, because of course it's Zionists that are supporting this, and I'm shocked that this is, you know, they support what they say that they don't want. So let me state here, Ben Gavir, let me search it up. Here it is. We want Mohammed to be the most popular baby name in the UK. We want more Mohammeds in Britain, Sweden, and France. Okay, so they're
because anybody who named Muhammad, they want to kill him, right?
They're already stating where they want the Palestinians to be sent. They don't care, because as long as they get everything from the river and the sea, they're fine. Keep in mind, guys, you know, oh gosh, this is why I think Europe should treat making sure Palestine exists as an existential crisis, and the defeating of Zionism as an existential crisis, because it is for Europeans. If they don't want to see massive migration and destruction of the entire Middle East, if they don't want that, especially this far-right movement, probably a good idea to reel in Israel. They're actively advocating for ethnic cleansing. It's funny. It's really funny, because in the United States we have people like Donald Trump, we have psychopaths like Marco Rubio, who think that, you know what, it's totally fine because we're just gonna have strong borders.
Right, well, anyway, that's all they can talk about. That's all he talking about, how these baby dick suckers want to eliminate Allah Outbox. I'm like, I ain't studying neither one of these niggas. I look at more like these baby dick suckers want to eliminate you true Israelites. Heck yeah, they want to eliminate you. Oh yeah, they gonna be coming for us. Especially the ones who believe in Yahweh Shema Shah. Better get it ready. Better pray yet you're already ready. Let me close it out.
And that's never going to be a problem.
Let me close it out. I played this earlier today with Elder Malcolm. What is this about? World War III has already begun. Well, that shit begun like last year or 2 years ago. Shit. I'll say more than 2 years ago. But anyway, let's save that video. I think I'm gonna get into another war video, Lord willing. America pays what? Oh, Israel. You know what? Let me play this real quick.
We exposed abuse and sex trafficking in Georgia's foster
care. Oh my
system.
goodness, get the fuck out of here.
Right, so by Pete Kegsbreath's own count, Donald Trump's Iran war has now cost the United States $37.5 billion. That number? Well, they could
know it. No, I ain't gonna play this. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I'm gonna say this for war video. Crash war number. I'm gonna say this for future talk about war. And I'm gonna save this for future talk of war. Damn, the Lord, hey man, how about you just keep throwing them at me? More bangers. Shit, let's get them. They turn into something. They're gonna turn into a nice dish. What is this? The hidden hand and CIA. Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. I don't want too many videos. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Let me get one more scripture. Cause these devils being revealed. I love it. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Shema shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And who is him anyway? It's Esau, so-called white man, but he's not white. He's red. He's a baby dick sucking Jewish faggot nigger, and he likes eating foreskin too, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Anyway, and his name is Amalek. Even him who's coming after working Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. And like I said, that's Esau, Amalek. And that's all I got to say, man. These devils are being exposed who they truly are. And I love it. But hey, they're going to come with that wrath. What is it? Secret Zionist conference amid an evil plan out loud. Well, anyway. You know what? Let me play this real quick.
All right, I gotta show you this here, man. This shit is crazy, man. I'm always amazed when people say the quiet part out loud and they accidentally tell the truth. That is always a shocking thing to me. In this instance, what we're looking at is a secret Zionist conference where they're admitting their evil plan out loud. Okay? So Chris Menahan says, quote, I came up with this idea due to Al Capone. Zionists in Israel are openly plotting to criminalize anti-Semitic speech, anti-Semitic in quotes.
Oh, yeah, the famine of the word. Yeah, they're going to lead to famine of the word.
As a way to throw their political opposition in jail. Kenneth S. Abramowitz, formerly of the Carlyle Group, tells the 2026 Pulse of Israel conference that Jews are, quote, still fighting the Amalekite war. Remember,
Amalekite war. And they are Amalek. And they try to say that Allah, or Amalek. No, it's you baby dick suckers, foreskin eaters that are Amalek.
Remember when they bring up Amalek, that means kill all of them. Kill their women, kill their children, kill their pets. That's what that is. That's it. That's in the Bible, and that's what that means.
Okay. That's what's in the Bible. Well, yeah, but they're the ones that's Amalek. No, that was back then in the past.
Okay, they're still fighting that war.
But actually, that's the war they're fighting. No, they're not Amalek. These people are Amalek. The small hat people are Amalek. But he don't know shit anyway.
And must criminalize anti-Semitism, including BDS, Free Palestine, etc., as illegal incitement. They want to make it so if you say Free Palestine, that's incitement of violence, and you go to prison. If you say you support BDS, boycott, divestment, and sanctions, you go to prison because that's incitement of violence. Even though the whole fucking point
of course, you gotta throw those 2, 3, 6s up.
Of BDS is a non-violent.
Why would you throw them up for? Anyway.
Way to fight back against illegal occupation. That's the whole point. It's the exact thing that worked in apartheid South Africa. Anyway, I digress. He says, is this not an open conspiracy to deprive Americans of their rights? Well, I'm going to play the clip for you, and you're going to determine what you think about it. But again, I'm amazed that this shit was said out loud and recorded. Here we go.
We're still fighting the Amalekite war. Just the name of the Amalekites has changed over time. What are we supposed to do about this mess? Okay, we've only been fighting for 3,300 years. Or if you start with Abraham, we've been fighting for 3,800 years. So I have another slide. And the title of this slide is basically time to criminalize incitement to genocide. So you might want to say, well, why am I using this slide? Well, there's two ways to confront evil. There's more, but pretend there's two ways. One is directly, one is indirectly. The direct way to fight evil is to say we're fighting 21 wars. We're going to create a strategy for each of the 20.
Wait a minute. Wars? What the fuck? In the Bible, it says something different about the chosen people not be, when they're in the Holy Land and they're the chosen people, there will be no wars anymore. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 4. And he said, and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. So they turn all their weapons of warfare, things that's made out of metal, into gardening tools. That's made out of metal, like turning whatever material for with a gun, it's a Beretta or some shit or a Glock, and they ain't gonna use the plastic. They probably melt the damn frame, the polymer frame, into a handle for more comfort to hold on to the rest of the metal, content. But they're gonna turn it into a gardening tool, yeah, and excavating tools like shovels and shit, yeah. Cause y'all niggas going to work. But anyway, you damn heathens going to work. We gonna put you niggas to work, boy. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. You hear that? What a sword is? It's a weapon of destruction. It's a killing tool. But they're gonna be destroyed. They won't be lifting up no damn weapons. Neither shall they learn war anymore. But guess what? This nigga talking about he got a list of the shit that he gonna. What they wars about? What? What are these wars about? Say it's a time to criminalize anti-Semitic incitement to genocide, whatever. But anyway, these niggas been in war, man. Anyway, these people are not the people. Just get straight to that.
One wars, the fronts. We're going to allocate the resources necessary to defeat the Reds, the Greens, and the Blues on 21 fronts. Well, that's very expensive.
Yeah, with the America's help.
To say.
And Britain.
And all democracies are undereducated. In other words, they have no clue in terms of knowledge because nobody wants to educate them. And everyone, as we say in America, all democracies are fat, dumb, and happy. And everyone just wants to have a good life. They don't want to hear about 21 wars. They don't want to hear about Reds, Greens, and Blues. They don't want to hear about doubling national security spending. They basically want subsidies for themselves. So that's the direct way to confront these bad guys. Now, There's an indirect way in that all the Reds, Greens, and Blues hate Jews. They're all anti-Semitic. Semitic. They all hate God. They all hate morality. They all hate the rule of law. So if you could criminalize incitement to genocide, you could, in effect, put a lot of bad guys in jail without actually confronting them on the 21 issues that we're facing. Now, I came up with this idea due to someone that President Trump often mentions, Al Capone. Al Capone was a famous criminal, gangster, in the 1925-30 period of time. And he was guilty of anything a gangster can do. But he went to jail for tax.
Why y'all talking about Al Capone? Why don't y'all talking about the original OGs, gangsters? Amalek. You know, you got them Amalek gangsters, them mobsters. Yeah. Them niggas were, man, they were big on that shit. And they turned their life of crime into making it look legal. And they've been doing this shit for years. It's like controlling the porn industry or whatever.
Observation. They didn't actually do a trial and say, oh, you killed this person, you stole this money, you did this evil thing. No, they just took all the evil that he did and said, you never told the Internal Revenue Service that you were stealing all this money and you didn't pay taxes on it. So they arrested him for tax evasion and put him in jail.
I believe that was all behind Amalek. You didn't pay your dues to Amalek.
Incitement for genocide is the equivalent of arresting Al Capone for tax evasion.
So do you understand what he's saying here? This is actually astonishing that he's saying this shit out loud. What he's saying is, look, all these people, all the people who are like in favor of Palestinian rights, anti-genocide, against the apartheid ethno-state of Israel, all these people are just definitionally enemies of ours, right?
Right. And they on a list, and they gonna have a damn whoever to come or whatever, they're gonna come after them or something. They gonna be, hey man, we're all enemies of these fucking faggots. So get ready for some shit to go down. Pray like heaven, Lord have mercy on you.
And we hate them, we want to kill them, but there's a different way to go about it. Instead of getting Al Capone for his murders and his gangster criminal activity, we got him on tax evasion. So let's get all the pro-Palestine people, all these terrible anti-Semites, let's get them for incitement to genocide. This is, simply put...
Or just pretty much anything else. Because a lot of people ain't paying their taxes because they're too broke. A lot of people ain't doing things that's supposed to be legal, that we supposed to do as law, that a lot of people are not doing.
The most
go throwing more 3/6s.
Un-American, anti-free speech, anti-enlightenment value, anti-rule of law thing I've ever heard in my life. It is an open conspiracy against our rights. That's what this is. And he's casually describing it. He's casually describing it as if it's nothing, as if it's like, you know, hey, everybody would be proud of this plan. Aren't I such a genius?
Anyway, I'm getting tired of seeing this nigga throwing 3/6s all the time, man. He need to sit his Puerto Rican ass on down with that shit before the Lord kills his ass. Probably gonna kill his ass sooner or later. I don't know. Anyway, I'm tired. I need to take a break. I'm gonna watch X-Men 1997. Shit. I'm tired. Anyway, what I was gonna say? Oh yeah, I was closing out, and then I wanted to play this video. But yeah, where I left off at closing out. Yeah, seek the Lord by seeking His prophets and take heed what it say, and try to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah by praying Yahweh Shema Shah, praising Yahweh Shema Shah, worshiping Yahweh Shema Shah, fearing Yahweh Shema Shah, and repenting to Yahweh Shema Shah. To all the men out there pushing their truth and nothing but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Keep on preaching, keep on teaching, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah, stay humble. And for you few sisters out there, take it heed. Keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah. Stay humble, stay in order with your man. If you ain't got no man, stay in order. Yahweh Shema Shah. Peace and bless to the hopeful elect, and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.